Hello crafty friends, welcome. This is Monica with Owl Make It Crafts. Today I wanted to share a project from Oddball Stamps for tonight's Creepy Cute Chronicles issue that's going to be coming. So if you have been to my channel, you know that I've been doing this every Friday, just working on different projects using the Oddball Stamps. And these are digital stamps, but if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am very happy to have you here. Welcome to all my new subscribers. And if you are not a subscriber, I hope that you enjoy the video and you might consider subscribing. So what I'm doing today is I am just going to be sharing how I am coloring this image. Now for this project I wasn't too happy, but I was at the beginning, but I ended up being happy with the result, though I know that there's techniques that I need to perfect more, but there was so many that I wanted to try, so I decided to do it. You guys know I love florals, and I was super excited when I saw that Lizzie created this creepy cute petunia image. Now there's two versions, so this is like for the premium version. It does say petunia, poison petunias, and then it has on that little banner it says Happy Halloween. But for the premium version, you have the option of printing it without the Happy Halloween there, so you could put whatever sentiment you want. I wasn't sure what sentiment I wanted yet, so I kind of left that blank. So that's what I did. Now, my second thing that I did here is I printed it on black cardstock. Yeah, this is, I don't have any black cardstock, and I've been wanting to do coloring with color pencils on black cardstock because usually color cardstock will take in the color pretty good. So it's something I had not tried, and I decided to do it. So why not? And it actually did print quite good. I was a little worried because I wasn't sure that this was going to print well on the paper, and or that I was going to be able to see it, but I was actually able to see it, so I was super happy. I did lose a little bit of the detail, and I ended up altering the flowers a little bit, so I hope Lizzie doesn't mind. But that was just kind of in translation of coloring and looking at where the lines were and trying to keep everything together at the same time that I'm filming. It's a little hard that I'm not looking right straight on top of it because my camera's right there. So it was a little challenging. And what I am using here to color them is just my Prismacolor pencils. I am using like 3 shades of purple. I also pulled out my Spectrum Noir metallic colors, and I knew that these usually show very good on black cardstock, so I just wanted to add a little bit of like highlights, and that's what I used those for. So I'm using here couple of different shades of green, and as I'm going my very first layer, I go very lightly, because if you press on your pencil a lot, it is going to create that waxy feel that it's not going to let you put any more color. So you want to go very light, and then that way it can let you add up layers to build up on the color until you're happy on how you want to do it. So just kind of be easy on it. I tend to be heavy-handed sometimes, but it was a practice. So here you will see me coloring. I guess I'm not going to chit chat about the coloring a whole lot because, you can kind of see it happening. I did have to speed up my video because, again, I don't want to have you sit here for a very long time, but I wanted to share with you my coloring and how I do it. The key when you are coloring with color pencils is that you want to have your point very sharp. So have a little sharpener handy. I use that little Prismacolor barrel one that that you can sharpen it and then the shavings go into it. It's like a little container, so that's what I use. But use whatever sharpener you have and just kind of make sure that you keep that tip very sharp, and as you go coloring. Now with this one, you can probably already guess by the size of the image. I actually printed it on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper because I thought that it would look really cute if I framed it. So like I said, at the beginning it's just me trying to figure out the process or try to see how it will color. I always have a scrap piece of paper handy, so that way I can make sure that I am going to be liking the color that I'm using. Now for the vase, it's this little bottle that's like a poison bottle, super cute. I decided to color it a little bit of a brownish reddish color, but I was picking lighter colors because I wanted to be able to see them as I colored it. Like I said, this was a lot of trial and error, and you see here my sheet fell off. I did print it on a white sheet of paper, so I'm kind of looking at it to try to keep as much of the detail as I can so I don't lose as much. So I have it in front of me, so that way I can look and see, where lines are, and so I don't miss them. And that's why my camera got a little bit hard, because it is a full 8.5 by 11 sheet to have everything down. So I kind of had to keep pushing it up so you could see what I was coloring. But like I said, I'm just putting a very light layer of the lightest color, and then I come back with a darker one, and then just try to kind of not necessarily blend, but just add a little bit of depth and dimension to the vase. Or at least that was my thought. I thought it was super cute how she even added those little bats coming or flying out. They're itty bitty bats, and the little banner, but you'll see here. So now I wanted to kind of keep it spooky, but then at the same time not. So in the little center where the label is, again, I didn't know what label I wanted to put or what I wanted to label it yet. So I did let that detail get lost. And you'll see in the end when I color it, that I got to color the whole thing, and I just ended up losing it all. But here I am just going back with a darker color, this is like a darker brown, and then just kind of put it all around the edges. And then I also came back with a white pencil or color pencil, and I wanted to add a little bit of highlight. So here I'm just trying to decide what will look better. And for the banner, I decided to use one of those Spectrum metallic pencils to color it, and just very, very lightly, like I said. So I'm leaving the detail, so the actual highlight, it looks in black instead of the color. So I did it backwards, how you would have a highlighted image. If you were coloring, you would have the darker color on the rest of the image, and the highlight would be like white or lighter. But in this case, because my background is all black, I decided to just do that. So here I am using the tip of my pencil to kind of draw the little stream of the banner, just like if it's very long, far away. So I, kind of drew in it. And then you can see me here just coloring on the bottom as well. I guess I could have decided to kind of keep it off, but you can't see that print. So you will be able to see those lines unless, once you decide what it is that you want to do. But I like the effect because the bottle looks like it's bending with the banner, like if it's flowing. I thought it looked pretty cool. So really quick, I also wanted to chat and let you know that remember that Oddball Stamps has new challenges every month, and we have started a new month. Can you believe it? We're in October. So today, taking the kids to school, it was actually a little chilly in the morning. Well, it wasn't chilly, but it felt chilly compared to other days, because when you come outside at 6 in the morning, it feels it's still warm. But today it was a little more crisp, so I like that. It was super cool. So, like I said, here we are going to be doing this, but remember that if you want to join the challenge tonight, you are going to be getting this super adorable image in your inbox if you have signed up for the Oddball Creepy Cute Chronicles newsletter. If you haven't, don't worry about it. Go ahead and sign up right away, so that way you guys can get this image on tonight's issue, and you're able to pick it up. Now let me just let you know what I'm doing here. I'm using my Jelly Roll pen, and this is the Stardust one, so that way I can add a little bit of glitter, because the image does come with these little stars, and I'm just coloring them in. Now I was thinking about coloring the little bats in, but I wasn't too sure because you weren't going to be able to see them, so I decided to just give the little glow eyes. And then I got the bright idea of doing some ink blending. So I grabbed my white distress picket fence ink, and I am starting at the corner because I was going to do it just on the edges. And as I'm doing this, I kind of changed my mind. So I decided to grab a blender brush, and I am adding it to the back of the bottle. I guess my thought was to make it look like it was shining or glowing, to give it a little bit of a glow. So I kind of went around, or as best as I could, so I didn't lose the image or the coloring that I already had. I didn't want to mess it up. And here you can see I kind of went all around. Now when I was doing this, I was thinking I just messed it up. I should have left it alone. I don't really like it. So how did I fix it or messed it up? I don't know. You guys tell me at the end. Let me know what you guys think of this process. And I could have done a lot of things better, and yeah, anyway, I decided to pull out my Wilted Violet Distress Oxide ink as well, and I started just adding a little bit on the edges instead of the white. It was going to be purple, like kind of trying to make the whole background purple. And as I started on one side, I was like, no, that's not gonna look good. So I decided to just put it on the bottom, just kind of create a little flat surface for that bottle to sit on, because bottles don't float. Bottles don't float, right? Please excuse my phone. Sorry, I forgot to turn it off. And I have it right next to me just in case I need it. But um, anyway, I decided to pull out a stencil, this was the best idea. I should have done that from the beginning, but this was, like I said, a project, just kind of try different techniques. Now, what I did, I just kind of drew around the image and I just kind of cut around it, not in detail or anything, just to cover the coloring, because I didn't want to mess it up and, cover it with my ink blending. So I am just adding a little bit of that Wilted Violet all the way around. Kind of going light handed, and then I decided to go on the purple on the inside and then a little bit more white on the outside. Now I tried to line it up a little bit and continue that pattern. So I did one purple one and one white one, so you can kind of see the offset if you look closely of the two different ones. And then I really like how this was looking, but the background, if you see right there around the bottle, yeah, I didn't like how that looked. So I decided to grab a baby wipe, and I was just kind of trying to dab a little bit of the color. Now, Distress Oxide inks react with water, so with the wet, it was kind of reacting and adding a little bit, or I don't know, doing the oxidation effect, and it actually looked cool. So you can see kind of lifted up just a little bit of the color, but you can still see it around, and I was okay with that. I wasn't going to keep messing with it. I was going to leave it alone. Like I said, this was just a trial and error. But I'm very happy that this turned out, or this worked out, because now I can go ahead and make another one, and then I can actually frame it, because that's what I thought, that printed on this 8.5 by 11 is super super cute little bottle, and it will look very cute framed somewhere. So I will come back and make another one later on. I'll show you guys. I don't know if I'll do a black one or if I'll do it on white paper, but I'll definitely show you that. Another thing, check out Oddball Stamps Facebook, because Lizzie posted a list of different colors for you to try, or color combinations for you to try during the month of October, or before the end of the month. Here I kind of messed up a little bit, but no worries, come back with my eraser. And I decided to go back and highlight the bottle all around it, and at the end I ended up highlighting the whole image, like all the flowers and everything, with the white pencil very lightly, just to kind of make them stand out a little bit more. So that's what I did. But remember, go ahead and go to Oddball Stamps, oddballstampsart.com, and I will leave them linked below, so that way you guys can sign up for the newsletter if you haven't done it, so you can get this free image. There is also a super adorable monthly new premium membership image that I started to kind of work on, but then I was having computer problems, so I will come and share a project with you guys later on using that adorable image. But go and check it, because you'll be able to see all of the design team inspiration. Super cute. And then also follow them on Instagram, because that is the best place, in my opinion, to go and see all the images. I'm not super huge on Facebook just yet. I am trying, and I do post on my Facebook as well when I post on Instagram. So I'm trying to get a little bit better at that one, but Instagram, it's my go-to. So also, if you want to see my projects or things like that, like I said, I don't always do a video, but I will share them on Instagram, and I will also share them on my blog. So make sure that you check them out. Now, for this project, I didn't do a blog post. I just kind of got lazy, but I'm sharing it here on a video, and I did share it on Instagram, so make sure that you go check it out. Check out my Facebook page if you like, and yeah, I would love to have you there. But thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, don't forget to go and sign up so you can get this super cute image, and check out all the rest of the images. Oddball Challenge, new month, new challenge. Stay tuned for the details on what the challenge is. Usually they have an anything goes, so you can make any project, link it, tag, and you'll be entered to win super awesome prizes. So Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited to have you here, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So here is my final project. Like I said, I was thinking of framing it, so I put it on a frame that I had laying around, and this is how it would look once I decide to actually frame it. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful night and a great weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.